Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Friday, February 22nd, 2013. This is Texan TV news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I'm Ashley Ehler. In today's headlines, Delta Phi Epsilon is raising awareness about eating disorders. Stephenville High School student designs a shirt to sell to raise money for the Kyle and Littlefield families. President Obama meets with Japan's Prime Minister. A Texas police chief was arrested for the possession of drugs. South African Olympian is freed on bond after being arrested for the shooting of his girlfriend on Valentine's Day, as well as today's weather forecast. And now, for today's top story. In campus news, next week, Delta Phi Epsilon will be raising awareness about anorexia nervosa and other eating disorders on campus. The group plans a Mirrorless Monday and will cover mirrors in the dining hall and rec center as a part of an initiative by ANAD, which stands for Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders. They will also host Treat Yourself Tuesday, which encourages people to enjoy their favorite foods for the day. No Way Wednesday will encourage students to avoid looking at the scales for a day. And on Thursday, there will be a candlelight vigil to remember those who have died from these diseases. The purpose of these events to promote healthy body images for men and women on campus. Donations will be accepted all week, and they will be given to the ANAD Association. This will mark the Tarleton State chapter of Delta Phi Epsilon's first philanthropy event. We are excited to get our faces known around campus and affiliated with Delta Phi Epsilon. And what a better way to start it off with our philanthropy event, said member Selena Ennis. In Stephenville Regional News, a Stephenville High School student is raising money for the families of the victims of the shooting at Rough Creek Lodge. Clint Mayo, a freshman, has designed a t-shirt to sell with proceeds going to the families of Chris Kyle and Chad Littlefield. According to the Empire-Tribune, Mayo said he didn't understand why everyone thought of it as just another murder. In the interview with the Empire-Tribune, Mayo says that Kyle is his hero and wanted to do something to raise awareness of his murder and increase support for the victims' families. Mayo is working with Barefoot Athletics to make the shirt, which will be sold for $20 apiece. Mayo said 100% of the money raised will go to the families of the victims. And now, today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. In Texas news, Michael Palmer, police chief of West Columbia in southeast Texas, was locked up in Brazoria County Jail in Angleton on Thursday on a $100,000 bond. He has been accused of drug possession and tampering with evidence. He is said to have taken pills and other medications during arrests. According to District Attorney Jerry Yin, in national news, Japan Prime Minister Shinzo Abe met with President Barack Obama and Vice President Biden in the Oval Office over lunch to discuss continuing peace between the U.S. and Japan. Japan's power struggle with China over resources made Abe anxious to have a meeting with the U.S. president, reaffirming the continuous goodwill the countries have had for years. Though the bond between the countries has been strong, it has been difficult establishing a personal rapport with the president and prime minister. This is because Japan has cycled through 5 prime ministers since Obama took office. They hope to establish an even trade policy that is beneficial to both parties. In international news, a car bomb exploded Thursday near Syria's ruling party headquarters in Damascus, killing at least 53 people. Mangled bodies were scattered among the blazing wreckage in one of the bloodiest days in the capital since the uprising began almost 2 years ago. In sports, a magistrate allowed Olympian Oscar Pistorius to go free on bail Friday, 9 days after the Paralympian was arrested on Valentine's Day for the death of his girlfriend. Pistorius' family members and supporters shouted yes when Chief Magistrate Desmond Nair made his decision after reading his ruling for an hour and 45 minutes to a packed courtroom. And in weather, today's forecast calls for a high of 54 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. And tomorrow's high is expected to be 61 degrees and a low of 41. Today's broadcast was produced by Ian Traub, Monet Gerald, Samantha Townsend, Tatiana Clemson, and Kendra Gear. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check us out on our website at www.texannews.net. I'm Ashley Ehler. Tune in Monday, February 25th, 2013, for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.